The Houston Rockets just made a crucial move, and this has major implications as Reed Sheppard is being shut down by the Houston Rockets for the remainder of Summer League play due to an injury concern. We get you the latest right here, right now on Rockets Digest. Welcome in, everybody. I'm Jace Andrews. We appreciate you tuning into the show. Reed Sheppard was projected to play in all of the Rockets Summer League games. Instead, he will play in just 2. Now, in the first game, he performed very well, in fact, leading the Rockets in 6 different categories. Second game was a bit more mediocre. We'll talk about all of it and why the decision was made to shut him down, all in today's video. But again, I want to remind you, we have a challenge of the week. We're trying to hit 4,500 subscribers. We gained 50 yesterday, and so we are now just 200 subscribers, actually less than that, away from 4.5. So if you're new, hit that subscribe button, and let's take this challenge on head on to get to 4,500. It's 100% free to sub, and obviously we're putting out Houston Rockets content for you every single day. Here is the report. After 2 games, the Rockets are shutting down Reed Sheppard at the 2025 NBA Summer League. Now, he did have a team-leading average of 23 points per game and 4 steals per game. However, this was more of an injury-related issue than anything else, according to Summer League head coach Ben Sullivan. We'll talk about all that in today's video. The official report did come from Kelly Iko. Want to give him credit of The Athletic. He's always on top of it. Once again, I recommend to follow if you're on X, if you're on Twitter. If not, we'll have the reports, but we're just not as going to be on time as they are. Plus, let's be honest, they're the guys who are following the team. They're at the facilities. I'm not in Las Vegas right now, as much as I would love to be following around the team. Hey, maybe we get more subscribers, maybe I can get there. But either way, besides the point, Kelly Iko gets the report here first, and Reed Sheppard is definitely going to be a key piece to this Houston Rockets team going forward. And so I think it's a lot based on really just making sure he's healthy moving forward rather than Summer League play. Let's go to an article here where we talk about it. Ben DeBose, the Rockets Wire, had the report saying, quote, in 2 games, Sheppard averaged the following numbers on a per-game basis. 23 points per game, 5.5 rebounds per game, 4.5 turnovers, 4.0 steals, 2.5 assists, 1.5 blocks, 30.6 minutes, 36.4% shooting percentage, 31.8 on three-pointers, and 70% on free throws. Now, those stats don't jump off the board, but the stats that did jump off the board were his Game 1 against the Los Angeles Clippers, in which he led the team in 6 different categories. Now, it was a very good game for him. You look at the stat line, 28 points per game, or 28 points in this game in 33 minutes, 10 for 25 from the field, 6 for 15 behind the arc, 2 for free from the free throw line. He had 8 rebounds, all on the defensive side of the ball, 4 assists, 4 steals, 3 blocks, 3 turnovers, 2 fouls. This is a very good performance from him, and it quite frankly got a lot of Rockets fans excited to see what he could do in actual NBA play, because quite frankly, the Summer League, as much as I like to watch these games and enjoy seeing Reed Sheppard and guys out here go out and ball out, it is not that indicative of what's going to happen when the real game comes about when we start regular season play for the NBA. This was a great game, though, because as you would expect, a guy like Reed Sheppard, number 3 overall pick, and somebody who you were going to rely on heavily, you would want him to do well. Well, the next game wasn't exactly the greatest. He He had 18 points in the game, 3 rebounds, all on the defensive side of the ball, 4 steals, 1 assist, a 6 for 19 shooting, a 1 for 7 behind the arc, 5 for 6 from the free throw line, so a little better there, but just more of a mediocre game. I wouldn't say it was bad. 18 points is decent, but honestly, I'm looking at a lot of play of Kennedy Chandler. We might make a video on him. He's been doing really, really good in the Rockets Summer League games. They played actually back-to-back yesterday on Monday and the day prior on Sunday. But obviously with Reed Sheppard news, I want to get you that as well. But yeah, it's just an interesting situation. I'd mentioned the injury. We're going to go to that report now and kind of talk about why exactly he was shut down. To all knowledge, it was specifically a precautionary move, but we got this, if you kind of missed it, on Game 1 of the NBA Summer League. Daniel Lerner of Houston Chronicle said that Reed Sheppard was rubbing his left calf and was being taken out of the game with under 2 minutes. He was being looked at by the medical staff. She did report that he did come back in at the very last possession for the Houston Rockets, so it seemed as though he was fine. Obviously, in Game 2, played a normal amount of game that you would expect him to see, but then when the Rockets had the back-to-back game yesterday on Monday, it was decided that he would be done playing in the NBA Summer League. Here is the official quotes and report from Daniel Lerner of the Houston Chronicle, saying, quote, "The decision is precautionary," Rockets assistant and Summer League coach Garrett Jackson said on Monday. Sheppard originally was slated to play the majority of the Rockets' 4 games in Las Vegas. We continue on where he goes and says, quote, "But he experienced calf soreness in the closing minutes of Friday's opener, and the team did not want to risk anything by having him play back-to-back games on Sunday and Monday," end quote. So it seems as though the decision was ultimately made because the Rockets have a back-to-back schedule, or they did on Sunday and Monday, where they played the Detroit Pistons on Sunday and the Atlanta Hawks on Monday. And quite frankly, I understand it. Obviously, you're trying to use him in a very predominant role in the way the offense is going to work in the regular season. So quite frankly, I mean, there was a report from Lanchard Binkley who basically said calf soreness can turn into a lot of stuff. I wouldn't play him even in the game 2, but he ended up playing game 2. I'm not going to say that he didn't look right just because I don't have the medical eye. Like, I watched the game, he looked fine, but I'm not going to hesitate or say oh, I could tell he was injured, or oh, he looked fine in that game. I'm not going to speculate. This is the Rockets' decision, and quite frankly, if there was any soreness at all with how important he is, that's going to be great. By the way, I'm seeing all the comments. The Rockets Summer League team does stink, but most of the time, if your Summer League team stinks, you tend to be very good for whatever reason. In recent history, the teams who have been better in the NBA, the Summer League teams have been, quite frankly, bad. So, hey, I guess we got that. I don't know. I'm just excited for the regular season to start at this point. I mean, Summer League's fun and all, and don't get me wrong, I like watching potential guys getting a signing of Cameron Matthews, and that was an interesting one. I don't really think he's that good, but quite frankly, it's an interesting time for the Houston Rockets. They're going to be continuing to make some roster moves. They also freed up about $2.3 million by cutting away Nate, so that's something to also consider. But yeah, there's a lot of stuff going on. Do want to talk about Reed Sheppard and his role real quick and what we can expect from him now that he is officially done with the NBA Summer League, and quite frankly, will probably never play a game in the NBA Summer League again because I don't think in year 3 they're going to send him there. He could, but I doubt it. 4.4 points per game last season. When he was a starter, he was averaging a lot more. Only played in 12.6 minutes per game. Obviously, this is all averages, so it's hard to kind of get a true look at this when we know that a lot of times when he was coming in, it was kind of garbage time stuff. It wasn't like, oh, he's, starting the game. But whenever he did, have some appearances and then, good scenarios, I guess is the way to put it, he performed very well. But quite frankly, he didn't really play much. So that's just kind of the way it looks. Obviously, with the Houston Rockets moving forward and their roster, we know that he is going to have a big role because Fred VanVleet, Aaron Holiday, and Reed Sheppard are your main point guards because Amin Thompson is going to play shooting guard. They're going to have basically a 4-forward set, but quite frankly, the only true guards on this team. By the way, Nate Williams isn't on there, I'm pretty sure anymore, so that's a typo. Fred VanVleet, Aaron Holiday, and Reed Sheppard are your guards. That's exactly why I think this decision was made as well, because if you, in theory, I'm not going to say this is going to happen, lost Reed Sheppard or hurt his calf and he's injured or you have a nagging injury for the season, that hurts you. That hurts your depth hugely because you don't have that many guards. And now you're able to understand that, okay, he had a great first game of the Summer League. He had an okay second game, and we're going to rely on him heavily. And his defense was definitely a lot better in this Summer League than we had seen in previous games that he had played, whether they're the Summer League or NBA level, whatever you want to call it. So there's a lot of positives to look at, and the decision was made that, hey, he's got a sore calf. Let's not push it. Let's not even try and risk it. And I think it's the right decision. So let me know your thoughts in the comments section. Are you a guy that watches the Summer League games? I'm kind of curious to see how many people are actually watching these games, or am I just kind of like the crazy guy that watches them all and I can tell you what happens in them? I don't know. But either way, we appreciate you tuning in to today's show. I want to remind you again, trying to hit that 4,500 subscriber mark by the end of the week. Y'all did a great job yesterday getting 50 subscribers, so we're definitely on pace. So let's try and get that today. Hey, why not double yesterday's total and try and get to 100 subscribers on today's show? So we appreciate you. We'll see you next time here on Rockets Digest. But for now, peace out from H-Town.